Alrighty guys, well it is officially March. You know what that means on global. The next season is upon us now, with this being the season 5 and what we're waiting for. After this we're going to be waiting to see if the changes come to global in terms of season 1 to 5 being more accessible throughout, and then going into season 6 being the luck and the Yami. From what the changes that they've done, unless they're going to keep it the same, because at the end of the day we have to keep in mind global is making money, so it doesn't really need to succumb to the changes, although it would be nice, and I do believe it'll be fair to have. So of course with season 5 for global, aka season 6, will be Magna and Charlotte. Now reason why I bring this up is because Vanilla has found some interesting things that I think it's fair that we look at. Now when it comes to season 5, obviously as I've stated, Charlotte and Magna are going to be the two units. Obviously with global you got your regular banners, you got the Greymore banner, and then you got the paid step up banner that they do. Now it seems by the paid version you can pick either or, so this might be a big W for those that do have their paid crystals at the ready, because if that is the case, Charlotte is going to be the choice on hand. Now as we're aware, with season 6, which will be the Luck and Yami, we know that with seasonals things have shifted in terms of them separating the banners, and so it does make it a little bit annoying in terms of kind of just summoning on one banner, and well, in terms of getting just that one single banner, just, you know, throwing everything in that one banner and hoping to get what we want to get. I will say separating them does make life a little bit easier if you try and go for a specific one. So in terms of global, you guys know the better unit being the Charlotte, and if they did split it up, let's just say that, then of course a lot of people would be more for something for Charlotte, which is completely understandable. Magna himself is still fantastic, but they've made a bit of a custom pickup. Now I don't know if this is their way of giving global that bit of a lean way of, hey, we'll keep the characters together on a single banner, however still to give it that little bit more, I guess, advantage to the developers and their games to make more money. They've made it so that a custom pickup unit is now available. Now I don't know if they're gonna, I mean they'll probably make it so that season 1 to 4 as well as pickup units are all available for that third choice, making it so that rather than just kind of summoning and hoping for Charlotte and Magna, you've got another character to kind of hinder your plans that could potentially pull up where it could have been Magna or Charlotte. I think that could be the different way of how they can introduce it onto global, still keeping the characters available in a single banner rather than having them split up, of course. So that could be the new unique thing that they could be doing for global. I don't know how people will feel about that, although I do feel like some people might be me personally, I wouldn't want that, purely because, yeah, having a third character on the same rate as as Magna and Charlotte, that would get pretty annoying. Like I would genuinely get annoyed to see them pull up. So I don't know how I feel about that, but if that is the change and if that is what they're going with, then fair enough. If they choose to just decide it now, because technically speaking season 6 is when the change should be coming about, because on JP and KR season 5 was the last season before the big changes came about. I mean season 6, sorry, season 6 for us. But yeah, so that's pretty much the season situation. Again, I would assume and I would hope that they will keep it regularly, and yeah, I don't know if they push this out when season 5 drops, it'll be interesting to see what the response would be. But the Greymore banner has been found. I assume there'll be a Greymore banner, hopefully there is one. And Fauna has been found. Now the only Fauna stuff that's been found is the paid version, which is fine. They'll also make it so that there's the regular banner, so people shouldn't get too crazy about that. And I know some people are going to look at this and be like, no, pay to win, what is this? No, there's going to be a regular banner. It's probably not in the game files yet, but this confirms that Fauna will more than likely be, I guess, after Charlotte. Now Witch Queen hasn't been found, and I'm really questioning on what they're doing. So obviously with the release of Fauna, they're really pushing forward that green mono team, which is completely fine. I mean, that is going to sell 100%. You know, I mean, I myself, many others have already stated that, you know, when it comes to green attacking units, Fauna right now, along with Raya. In terms of Fauna, AoE, handling business. Raya, I'll still give him the single target damage output and whatnot. But regardless, Fauna is still up there. I mean, I would highly regard Fauna a unit above Raya, but, you know, I digress. But yeah, the question is what have they got planned for Witch Queen? They really are making Witch Queen wait it out, and I don't know why. It makes no sense. As of right now, you would want to pull out Witch Queen. Black Asta is here. People want to activate the anti-magic. People will summon for the Witch Queen herself because she's a fantastic healer. She's that one unit that's kind of remaining to people to start running red mono, because we've got Unit. We've got Yuno, we've got Charmy. We're about to get Magna, we've got Asta, so there's many options for the red mono team to come about. The only unit that we're realistically missing is this Witch Queen. So I mean it's interesting to see on why they're holding out so much, unless they pull us on what they did with the swimsuit characters and make Witch Queen a free character. Now I highly doubt that, because Witch Queen is way too good right now when it comes to on the money that she can bring in. So it's interesting on why they're holding off from the Witch Queen, although could she still drop for March? And yeah, of course she could. But yeah, when I mention about like once the Charlotte and Magna are out, then Global can come about with their changes. What I mean by that is basically this. Obviously with JP and KR, they've updated it to where they're slowly introducing the previous season. So of course Luck and Magna are now officially obtainable in that free-to-play way. But this only all came about once we had Charlotte and Magna release. After that, that was the seasonals that started everything off in terms of them changing things around. So I'm eager to see on how they do this with Global, because like I said, you know, Global is making money, and I don't know how they want to go about doing things. Although they should technically keep it the same over on Global to where it is over here, because I mean, even though Global, okay, where's the other one? Even though Global's making money, so yeah, like if I wanted to spend the currency, I can get myself another. But anyway, regardless of whether or not, you know, it being available on JP and KR, I think Global should also have the same thing, because JP and KR is way more free to play friendly. So to have this is kind of like, I don't know, a kick in the face in terms of revenue mark. So I'm gonna predict to say once we get Magna and Charlotte, boys, on Global, expect the changes to come. Now with the Gate of Reunion, I don't know if they're gonna go and do it where you can pick. So obviously, like I said, they've just recently added Season 8. So I don't know if they're going to change this up. So that'll be interesting to see. But either way, there are changes to come now that Magna and Charlotte is. Now, mentioning all of this, I think it sets it up very nicely in terms of where they're dropping Season 5. Because again, we're like a couple of months off, like 2 months off. But do I have a... Oh no, I used it? Wait, who do I use it on? No, I had a... Okay, whatever. But yeah, I mean, we're getting close to the anniversary mark. Ooh, so... I mean, that's a lot of stuff for Global, especially with the big changes that they can add. But yeah, I think we'll have to wait and see on what they do. But this is the one thing which I was waiting for. I was hoping and praying that we get to Season 5 with the Charlotte and Magna for Global. So now we can see if the changes do come about. But anyway, in a couple of days' time, ladies and gentlemen, or next week in particular, Season 5 should begin for Global. So we'll break it down for you guys, kind of talk about both of these units a little bit more. But until then, that's all we know so far when it comes to the Season 5 banners, as well as, you know, Fauna kind of being thrown out there. So yeah, prepare yourself, Global players.